Alumni are crucial to the success of any college, and we are fortunate in having dedicated alumni who generously give the college their time, their experience, and their support. Each year, we recognize a particular individual for his or her involvement with the college over the years, as well as for his or her own personal and professional achievements. It gives me great pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the Alumni Distinguished Service Award, Murray Hittery. Murray is a 1993 graduate of the College of Arts and Science with a major in music and composition, an accomplished composer and photographer. He recorded his first symphony in St. Petersburg, Russia, last year, and his photography has been widely shown in galleries and museums across the country, and also at his own alma mater here on campus. In addition to his artistic pursuits, Murray is also the CEO and co-founder of iAmplify, a technology media company that enables owners of audio and video content to publish and sell on the web. Prior to iAmplify, Murray served as co-founder and managing director of Vista Research, an independent financial research provider serving the country's largest hedge funds. Vista was acquired by McGraw-Hill, Standard & Poor's in 2005. He is also the co-founder and former executive vice president of EarthWeb. Murray is involved in numerous philanthropic causes. He is the board president of the new music string quartet, Ethel, and serves on the board of Four Way Books, a publisher of poetry and nonfiction by emerging and established writers. He is also a member of the college's Dean's Advisory Council, as well as of the New York University Council on the Future of Arts and Sciences. It gives me great pleasure, Murray, to present to you the college's Alumni Award for 2006. Would you please welcome Murray Hittery.
I kind of wish I had this bowl when I was a freshman in my dorm. It makes for a really good cereal bowl. Fruity Pebbles, if you're wondering. By the way, I'll be passing this around for collection to help my parents pay for my tuition, starting with President Sexton. Baruch atah. As you just learned from Matthew, I'm a photographer, and with all good photography, it's all about a unique perspective, just like life. So I'm going to actually ask everyone to say cheese. Thank you. I would like to thank Dean Santarocco, Dean Foley, and President Sexton, not only for this honor, but for their tireless commitment to providing the highest quality education. I would also like to thank my mother and father who are here with me today. Your love and support has given me the confidence to reach for every dream I have ever had. You have taught me by example, and I dedicate this award to you both. Seriously, though, this is probably a really surreal moment for them because, as you learn in a minute in my speech, there was a period of time in which they probably didn't think I was ever going to even graduate from NYU. So being here today is probably a real moment. In today's world, the question, what does it really mean to be of service, has never been more important or necessary to ask. Just after my first semester at NYU, at the age of 18, Feeling a deep need to break free of everything around me, I took a leave of absence from college and spent 8 months riding a bicycle over 10,000 miles on my own throughout Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Fiji, New Zealand, and Australia. I met many teachers along the way. Most significantly, I lived on a remote island of 143 villagers in Fiji with no running water or electricity. I spent my days cultivating the fields and my nights sitting in circles, sharing stories with the villagers. Everyone there had a job to do, whether weaving baskets or thatch for the roof, harvesting vegetables or fishing. Everyone had a role, and their role was vital to the village. When a member of the village needed a new hut, everyone came and built it together. It's what they did. And what impressed me most was the joy through which they all went about their day. I witnessed service not separated from one's so-called work. Service not separate from what we do, but service as what we do. I realized early on that the most important way we can serve our community, both locally and globally, is through loving what we do as our work, our everyday work, whether that be as an artist, an architect, a professor, or parent. After months of traveling, lying under the stars one night in a remote region of northeast Thailand, realizing how much I really didn't know, I decided to go back to college, back to NYU. I made the registration deadline by days and took a critical step on the journey that has molded who I am today. In addition to my music major, I took courses in everything, from poetry to politics, anthropology to astronomy, computers to conservation, photography to philosophy. I couldn't get enough. I was acquiring the tools needed to forge ahead. In 1994, a year after college, an innovation that some of you may have heard of, called the internet, emerged on the scene. The possibilities were bounded only by my imagination, and that was more than enough for me to fall in love with it. I started my first company. No amount of specific technical training could have prepared me for creating and building the kinds of companies that never existed before. A true liberal arts background helped me develop the analytical skills and confidence necessary to seize unforeseen opportunities. Success in business happens outside the balance sheet. It happens over coffee, in the elevator, in the emotional connections we make with one another as human beings. We share something, an idea, an interest, a hobby, a passion. Business is less about capital and more about connection. Names, not just numbers. Faces, not just financials. A big part of leading a successful life is managing through the changes, the transitions, the stages. Today, for all of you, is a big one. It is liberating and scary all at once. For those of you who know exactly what you'll be doing next, give it one more thought. For those of you who don't, consider yourselves lucky. Give yourself the time for your calling to emerge. It may take a while to figure out, but when you do, it will feel like you can fly. Don't rush it. It will happen at just the right time. Khalil Gibran asked, "What is it to work with love?" He went on to answer, "It is to weave the cloth with threads drawn from your own heart, even as if your beloved were to wear that cloth." By investing in this type of decision-making now, we clear the future of any regret. The returns of this investment in our inner selves compound year after year. We avoid a spiritual and energetic bankruptcy. We are here to create. We are here to express. Whether a symphony, a skyscraper, a bridge, a business, a child, or saying just the right words at just the right time. And we have more tools now than ever before, from mobile phones to MySpace. But how do we go further? How do we elevate and leverage our individual efforts for the bigger picture? How do we go from MySpace to our space? When will we realize that our issues are my issues? What if there were 6 billion people on my friends list? I wonder what the world would be like then. With this unbounded freedom and expression and connection comes a profound responsibility. What we say is what we do. It's what we buy, what we drive, what we eat, and what we wear. The butterfly effect of consumerism is one of the most powerful change agents we have. The breadcrumbs that lead back from melting glaciers or the new melting pot of immigration all point to our collective choices. We are the choices we make. Maybe you'll be a teacher, an historian, a writer, or as my 5-year-old nephew has said, when I grow up, I want to be a regular dad. Maybe you'll be a star of a 30-second viral video. Or for the really smart ones out there, maybe you'll be that viral video star's agent. Whatever the answer, the greatest impact we can have on the world is loving what we do. It affects our families, our friends, our communities, our nations, our world. By engaging in a bold and honest relationship with ourselves, we make the world a much better place. It is the first and most important step in community service. The operating system of our civilization is in desperate need for an upgrade. So how will you improve the system? What will be your contribution? Should we accept the way things are? Should we say, this is how it has always been? What questions will you answer? And more importantly, what questions will you ask? What do you alone know about this world that you will find your unique way to share it? And what in this world will find you unsuspecting, perhaps caught off guard, and will you be aware enough to seize that moment, to seize that opportunity, and allow it to change your life? Will you allow your life to be changed when you have that idea, when you meet that person? Tomorrow, you venture out into the world that may seem very mysterious. But perhaps the veil behind which the mystery lies is not the veil we wear, but the veil we think is covering everything else. Whatever you decide to say in your life, and however you decide to say it, we're all listening. Whatever you decide to do in your life, and however you decide to do it, we're all waiting. Thank you, and good luck.